Savannah G. There are only 21 states in America that require their schools to teach cursive writing. Minnesota is not one of them. Writing is a way that everyone can express themselves and their feelings. Our grandparents were taught cursive and may still use cursive. Anna Hall, an associate professor of early childhood education of Clemson University from the Institute of Child Success, published in August of 2019, states that signatures are very important and it identifies everyone. Everyone has a signature, and that signature usually contains the cursive alphabet. The Minnesota Department of Education should require schools to teach cursive before 6th grade. First, I will talk about the problems of not learning cursive in schools, and second, I will talk about my solution to get cursive back into teaching. There are many problems to not learning cursive, and the effects are huge. If you are not taught cursive, you probably cannot read it. Therefore, if you cannot read it, you will struggle in life because there are a lot of things in the world that are cursive, as in letters from our grandparents, anything that they write, if they still use cursive, signs, and most importantly, signatures. Signatures that contain a cursive alphabet are most likely used, and if you cannot read that, you will not know who signed it or who to give something back to. According to an article from Tom Berger, who holds a master's degree from the Catholic University of America from Edutopia, published in May of 2017, says that people who type rather than write are not using all of their fine motor skills. Starting in the 20th century, writing has declined, as in we shifted over to typewriters. The lists on benefits of teaching cursive are very important. Pervin Tannery, a professor of educational studies, in a presentation that took place in July of 2017, says that if you write in print, it is more legible than cursive, as in it is less sloppy. And most students prefer to write in cursive rather than print. According to a reading from Bunty McDonald, an occupational therapist for over 30 years from The Happy Handwriter, published in June of 2019, says that if you write in cursive, it is faster because you are not picking up your pen every letter, you are picking up every word. If you print, you have to pick it up every letter, and that will make you slower because you are not gliding across the paper. Most of us use a combination of print and cursive, as in we print our letters and then we glide them across to the next letter. Tony Ruff, a doctor of physiology from ProQuest Distillation, published in May of 2018, states that cursive writing is essential components to learning in school. Now that you are aware of the effects of not learning cursive, I will now tell you my solution. Most teachers are directed to teach just what they are taught, or just what they are supposed to teach, and since handwriting is not in the curriculum of learning, it is most likely lost. If all states require their schools to teach cursive, it'll help students in the long run. First, I talked about the problems of not learning cursive, and then I talked about my solution to get them back into the schools. The Minnesota Department of Education should require schools to teach cursive before the 6th grade. If Minnesota requires our schools to teach cursive, we will be the 22nd state in America to require cursive.